What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, undefeated, welterweight, superstar, title contender, the phenom, as I call him, Jaron Boots Ennis, who has 31 wins, no losses, no draw, 28 big wins by way of knockout, 5'10" with a 74-inch arm reach, 26 years of age. Jaron Boots Ennis calls for his opportunity and says he can't wait to get his opportunity. And his reaction to the highly anticipated, undisputed, undefeated welterweight showdown, the massive showdown that took place tonight between now undefeated 3-division world champion, former junior welterweight undisputed world champion, now the undisputed reigning welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, who is widely considered by many to be the number one best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, in Terrence Bud Crawford. Terrence Crawford is now 40 wins, no losses, no draws, 31 big wins by way of knockout. He is 35 years of age, 5'8" with a 74-inch arm reach. He took on what was seen to be his toughest challenge and the biggest fight of his career against now former unified 3-belt WBA, WBC, IBF welterweight world champion superstar boxer, who is widely considered by many to be top 2, if not number 1, definitely top 5 pound for pound best fighters in the world, and Earl the Truth Spence Jr. Earl Spence Jr. is now 28 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 22 wins by way of knockout, 33 years of age, 5'9.5" with a 72-inch arm reach. They fought tonight, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena, and Terrence Crawford, well, he put on, to say a dazzling performance is an understatement. He made a statement tonight. He lost 1 round to Errol Spence, dropping him 4 times and stopping him in the 9th round. Domination. The only round I saw to get fit to give to Errol Spence was the 1st round. After that, Terrence Crawford just took over. He dropped Errol Spence in the 2nd round. He just started dominating the fight, controlling the distance, controlling the pace, the counter-punching, just dominating performance. And he didn't need to show his versatility, as Terrence Crawford is known for his versatility, switching from southpaw to orthodox. He didn't need to show his versatility. He didn't switch from southpaw to orthodox. Well, he stayed in the southpaw stance from the very, very beginning. From the very beginning, his timing was better than Errol Spence. His hand speed was better than Errol Spence. His strength was better than Errol Spence. His foot speed was better than Errol Spence. His jab was better than Errol Spence. He was just overall a better fighter tonight. He dominated in every aspect of the fight. And now we have a guy who is reminiscent of that to Terrence Crawford, at least in many people's eyes. And that's Jaron Boots Ennis, who is 5'10" with a 74-inch arm reach, same arm length as Terrence Crawford. He's 2 inches taller than Terrence Crawford. He switches from southpaw to orthodox like Terrence Crawford. He has a ton of power. As you see, in 31 fights, he has 28 knockouts. So he definitely has a ton of power. So with that said, Jaron Boots Ennis is the International Boxing Federation mandatory challenger for the IBF title. For now, Terrence Crawford's title. But Terrence Crawford, he has an immediate rematch with Errol Spence. And now it looks like Errol Spence is saying that he wants to have this fight with Terrence Crawford, the rematch, by December, before the year is up. Stated that he wants to have the fight. But Errol Spence, he was battered in his fight. He took a lot of punishment in his fight. His face showed that. His eyes were swollen. His nose was bleeding. His lip was bleeding. It was a bad beating that Terrence Crawford gave Errol Spence tonight. And so the question is, does it even warrant a rematch? Immediate rematch, that is. Me personally, Errol Spence, he stated he wants this fight and the rematch to take place at 154, right? He wants to go up a weight division. He said the weight cut is not easy. So he hopes that they get it on in their next fight, and he wants to have it at junior welterweight. Now, Terrence Crawford in the past had made statements that junior welterweight is in the near future for him, as he was targeting Errol Spence's good friend, stablemate, and training partner in undisputed three-time junior middleweight world champion superstar boxer Jermell Ironman Charlo, who was 35 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 19 wins by way of knockout, 33 years of age, 5'11 and a half with a 73 and a half inch arm reach. But Jermell Charlo, who was the undisputed junior middleweight champion who Terrence Crawford had his sights set on, is now moving up. Jermell Charlo is moving up to super middleweight, 2 divisions, 168, to challenge the 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, who is the undisputed super middleweight world champion, widely considered by many to be the face of the sport of boxing, in Saul Canelo Alvarez, who has a record of 59 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 big wins by way of knockout. He's 33 years of age, 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach. They're going to face off September 30th, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena. So now Jermell Charlo's not there, but they're not going to strip him of his titles because he's daring to be great. So a question is raised. Should Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford have an immediate rematch in December? I personally think that Errol Spence should have another fight before fighting Terrence Crawford. Errol Spence, he didn't have a tune-up. He didn't fight over a year. He's had 2 fights since suffering that horrific car accident in September of 2019. And he stated that his timing was off and that things he used to normally get away with, well, he couldn't get away with them now. And so because of that, he says that that's why he wasn't effective and couldn't turn it up a notch against Terrence Crawford tonight. But Errol Spence just looked like Terrence Crawford is a superior boxer, a superior fighter. Just quicker twitch muscles, quicker twitch fibers, heavier jab, right? Errol Spence is a great fighter. Terrence Crawford, I believe, is the better fighter. Errol Spence didn't take anything away from him. But that leads me back to Jaron Boots Ennis. I think that we should see Jaron Boots Ennis get his opportunity next, seeing as though how this fight played out with Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. Now, Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence is a much bigger fighter, a much bigger fight, pay-per-view wise. But Jaron Boots Ennis deserves the opportunity. And if Terrence Crawford can comfortably make 147, I think that should be Terrence Crawford's next fight. And maybe we should see Keith Thurman versus Errol Spence at 154. Keith Thurman is the former unified welterweight world champion, held the WBC, WBA titles. He's 30 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 22 wins by way of knockout, 34 years of age, 5'8", with a 69-inch arm reach. Right? Errol Spence. Now, Keith Thurman and Yordenis Ugas look like they're going to fight in August. But I just think that Errol Spence should get another fight under his belt. If he is having issues with timing and ring rust, a rematch, immediate rematch for Errol Spence, I don't think should be warranted. I think that Errol Spence should have another fight, maybe a Keith Thurman fight. And then we have Boots Ennis versus Terrence Bud Crawford. Let Errol Spence, like you said, get his time and his feet back wet, get some momentum, and then go back in a fight with Terrence Crawford. But it looks like he's going to activate that immediate rematch clause, as he has 30 days, but he didn't even wait 30 minutes. He immediately stated he wanted to do it in December. But Jaron Boots Ennis is versatile. He's big, he's fast, just like Terrence Crawford. He has power like Terrence Crawford. His reflexes are like Terrence Crawford. His boxing ability is like Terrence Crawford. Errol Spence is a different style matchup. He's flat-footed, fundamentally sound, not very twitchy, not very fast. He's aggressive, right? Extremely high work rate. And he walks and wears down his opponent with an extremely high work rate. But tonight, Terrence Crawford cut that work rate in half, and he wasn't very active. And he got hit the most he ever got hit in his career. So I just simply think that it's best that we get Jaron Boots Ennis against Terrence Crawford and see how that style matches up. Jaron Boots Ennis says, I can't wait, and God got me. Let's make it happen. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like the shitty videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.